The 7 ingredients of success. Anything that you could ever want or any factor that you would consider important to your happiness can be placed in one of these 7 categories. These 7 ingredients of success are consistent with everything written and discovered on the topic of success and happiness. They characterize the life and accomplishments of all high-performing men and women. They include everything that you could ever want. Your ideal life is a blending of these 7 ingredients in exactly the combination that makes you the happiest at any particular moment. By defining your success and happiness in terms of one or more of these 7 ingredients, you can create a clear target to aim at. You can then measure how well you're doing and identify the areas that you need to change or improve. You must first start with your ideal, your unique vision of a perfect future, by lifting up your eyes and seeing your life exactly as if it was already perfect in every single respect. Your first job is to create a blueprint, a clear picture of where you're going and what it will look like when you get there. This image will then serve as an organizing principle, a guide, benchmark, which you can measure and compare everything you do in the process of turning it into a reality. The first of these 7 ingredients of success can easily be understood. The first of these 7 ingredients of success, and easily the most important one, is peace of mind. Without it, nothing else has much value. So let me ask you a deep question. When you go to bed at night, do you overthink what you did during the day? Do you get lost into the, I should have done this better, I should have said this instead, what if this doesn't work, what will they think of me? If yes, it means that there is no peace in your mind. You're constantly in a war with your thoughts. But rest assured, peace comes after war. You usually evaluate how well you're doing at any given time by how much inner peace you experience or feel. Peace of mind is your internal thermostat of how well your life is going. So when you're living in harmony with your highest values and your innermost convictions, when you're perfectly balanced in life, then you enjoy peace of mind. And if for any reason you compromise your values or go against your inner guidance, your peace of mind is the first thing that suffers. This goes hand in hand with the law of detachment, which we will see in the next lessons. So peace of mind or harmony is essential for maximum performance of all human beings, from your relationships with friends, family members, to your business and organizations you're building or being part of. All interactions among people thrive on harmonious relationships. All manners, morals, etiquettes, diplomacy are organized around the desire that each person has to assure his or her peace of mind by not disturbing the peace of mind of others. The wonderful truth about peace of mind is that it's your normal, natural condition. Think about it this way. It's your default setting. Happiness is your birthright. It belongs to you. It's not something that you should experience occasionally or if you're lucky. Peace of mind is central to your very existence. It is the basic precondition for enjoying everything else. Achieving inner peace must be a central organizing principle of your life. It must become the overarching goal to which all the other goals are subservient. In fact, you are only successful as a person to the degree to which you can achieve your own happiness, your own contentment. In short, your own peace of mind. The very idea of specifically aiming at the achievement of your own happiness. My religious and economical background has drummed me into thinking that the idea of personal happiness was not valid. If anything, I was told that happiness was merely a byproduct of living my life to make others happy. If I got any happiness in me, it just means that it's just a matter of time for me to get depressed once again. Because that's what human beings normalize, right? It is normal nowadays to be depressed, but abnormal to be happy. The very idea of setting happiness as a specific goal for myself was described as selfish and uncaring. I thought that being happy means being irresponsible. I thought that happiness would take me off the track, that it'll destroy my discipline and my business. A major turning point came when I learned these 2 things. First, I learned that if I didn't commit to achieving my own happiness, no one else will. Really, think about it. Think about the last moment someone made you happy. Easy, right? Now, think about the last time you made yourself happy. Oh, that one is tough, right? So, because you have conditioned your beliefs that happiness exists depending on external factors, people, environment, or something outside you, now think about a happy moment that you had with a deceased family member or a friend. May God rest his or her soul on this very day. You see, that memory or feeling of happiness is still alive to this day, living within you. That person may be gone, but the feeling is still here with you. If my aim in life was only to make others happy, I would always be at the mercy of other people's feelings. And I found that trying to organize my life around making others happy was only leading to frustration and disappointment because it was just not possible. Second, I discovered that I couldn't give away something that I didn't have. I couldn't make someone else happy by being miserable. As Abraham Lincoln said, you cannot help the poor by becoming one of them. I then found out that I couldn't make other people happy unless I was happy first. This is why peace of mind is so important to everything else you accomplish in life. With no peace of mind, there's no happiness or joy. So where does it really come from? How can you get more of it? Don't expect me to open the door and give you answers. I can give you the keys and point out the door, but it's up to you to open it if you wish so. In the simplest terms, you experience happiness and peace of mind whenever you're completely free from the destructive emotions of fear, anger, doubt, guilt, resentment, and worry. The absence of negative emotions will make you enjoy peace of mind naturally and effortlessly. The key to happiness then is to systemize, eliminate, or at least minimize the parts of your life that causes negativity or stress of any kind. The second ingredient of success is health and energy. Just like how peace of mind is your normal and natural mental state, health and energy is your normal natural physical state. Your body has a natural bias toward health. It produces energy easily and in abundance. A healthy body exists in the absence of pain, illness, or disease. Wonderfully enough, your body is constructed in such a way that you could just stop doing certain things to it and it will often recover and become healthy and energetic just by itself. So if you achieve all kind of things in the material world, but you lose your health or your peace of mind, you get little or no pleasure at all from all the other accomplishments. Imagine yourself enjoying perfect health. Think of how you would be if you were your ideal image of physical fitness. How would you look like? How would you feel? How would you walk? How much would you weigh? What sorts of food would you eat? And what kind of exercises would you do? Would you be doing more or less? I have a quick story for you. So a businessman in one of my seminars came to me and he thought about his ideal image. And he told me that if he was in perfect health, he would be able to run a marathon. The problem is that he was around 40 years old, 30 pounds overweight, and not particularly fit. He doubted that it was even possible for him to run, but his thought process had begun. The more he thought about himself being able to run a marathon, the more excited he came to the very idea of training for a marathon. He became to see himself lean and fit, although he wasn't, but he became more and more convinced that he could do it. So he started watching a couple YouTube videos about jogging and he started running a little every single day. He increased his distance each week and soon began to do fun runs and mini marathons. Within 1 year and 4 months, he ran his first ever marathon, 24.6 miles. He fulfilled his vision and became the person that he had imagined he could be. Most importantly, he gained his confidence back, felt stronger and energetic more than he was in his 20s. The third ingredient of success is loving relationships. These are the relationships with the people that you love and care about. And the people who love and care about you, they are the real measure of how well you're doing as a human being. As we said, most of your happiness and unhappiness in life comes from your relationships with others. And it is your relationships with others that make you a human being. A key quality of the fully functioning person is that he or she has the ability to enter or maintain long-term relationships. The very essence of your personality is demonstrated in a way where you get along with others and the way they get along with you. At almost any given time, you can measure how well you're doing by measuring how well your relationships are. And one simple test is laughter. How much two people or a family laugh together is the single measure of how well things are going. When in a relationship you're truly happy, people laugh a lot when they're together. And when a relationship turns sour, the very first thing that goes into laughter is irony. High performance, high profit organizations are those of which people laugh and joke together. They function smoothly and happily as teams. They are more optimistic and more open to new ideas. more creative, and more flexible. So if you have the right people, your company, business, relationships will continue to prosper. The most important single responsibility of the executive or yourself is to ensure harmony and happiness along the people that are around you. And for that, you have to create a climate of optimism and enthusiasm. This is the distinguishing quality of all world-class high achievers. So one of your chief aims in life must be therefore to create a human environment of which you can be happy, content, and fulfilled. You must first examine your relationships one by one and develop a plan to make each one of them enjoyable and satisfying. And for that, you need to avoid toxic people in your life. Only then will your relationship go under control and lead a harmonious life. The fourth ingredient of success is financial freedom. To be financially free can mean a lot of things to each individual. But let's keep it simple. Being financially free means that you have enough money so that you don't have to worry about it continuously, as most people do. It's not money that lies at the root of all evil. It's lack of money. Achieving your own financial freedom is one of the most important goals and responsibilities of your life. It is far too important to be left to chance, luck, or fate. 99% of the population are preoccupied with money problems. They think about money and worry about money when they wake up in the morning, while they're having breakfast, throughout the day. They talk about it during the evening. This is not a happy or healthy way to live. This is not conducive to being the best you can be. Money is important, and there is a reason why I put it on the fourth place, because it is an essential factor to achieving the first of the three: peace of mind, health, relationships. Most people worry, stress, and lose peace of mind because of money problems. Many health problems are caused by stress and worry about money. Many problems in relationships are caused by money worries. And one of the main causes of divorce nowadays is arguments over money. You therefore owe it to yourself to develop the talents, skills, abilities to the point where you know you can earn enough money so that you don't have to worry about it. This feeling of freedom is essential to achieving any other important goal, and you cannot be free until and unless you have enough money so that your thoughts are no longer preoccupied with it. One of your main aims in life must be to provide for your own financial independence without self-delusion, procrastination, or trusting luck. Imagine that you had a magic wand and that you could design your financial life in any shape, way, or form that you could ever want. What would be the first thing that you would do? What difference would it make to your day-to-day activities? How would it feel? How would you talk? How would you walk? How much would you like to earn in 1 month? 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years? What kind of lifestyle would you like? How much would you like to have in your bank account? How much would you like to be worth before retiring? These are very important questions that most people avoid. Most people never ask and answer these questions their entire life. But if you can perfectly be clear about it, your mind will design the blueprint for you to achieve that level of financial freedom. But it can only happen after you decide what you truly want. When you decide exactly how your financial picture would look like, you will be able to use this system to achieve your goals faster than you might even have imagined. But it all starts with defining your financial future. The fifth ingredient of success is worthy goals and ideas. Perhaps this is the deepest subconscious drive. According to Dr. Viktor Frankl, author of Man's Search for Meaning, man needs to constantly be achieving their goals in order to find a true meaning or purpose in life. To be truly happy, you need a clear sense of direction. You need to be committed to something bigger and more important than yourself. You need to feel that your life stands for something, that you're somehow making a valuable contribution to your world. Happiness can then be defined as the progressive realization of your worthy goals. You can only be happy when you're working step by step towards something that is really important to you. The sixth ingredient of success is self-knowledge and self-awareness. Throughout all of history, self-knowledge has gone hand in hand with your inner happiness and outer achievement. The phrase "know thyself" means to perform at your best. You need to know who you are and why you think and feel the way you do in order for you to understand the forces and influences that have shaped your character from earliest childhood. You need to know why you react and respond the way you do to the people and situations around you. It is only then that you will understand and accept yourself so that you can begin moving toward the ideal future. The seventh ingredient of success is the sense of personal fulfillment. This is the feeling that you are becoming everything that you're capable of becoming. It is you knowing that you're moving toward the realization of your full potential as a human being. Psychologist Abraham Maslow called it self-actualization. He said that it was the primary characteristic of the happiest, healthiest, and most successful men and women in our society. The biggest benefit of these series of videos, it'll show you exactly how to become your own psychologist. You will then learn how to achieve and maintain a positive, optimistic, and cheerful mental attitude under almost all circumstances. You will learn how to develop a fully integrated, fully functioning, fully mature personality toward achieving your highest desires. Defining the 7 ingredients of success gives you a series of targets to aim at. So when you define your ideal life, when you have the courage to decide exactly what you want in life, you begin the process of unlocking your hidden powers of success. So in the next videos ahead, you will learn the proven system of thought and action that you can use to achieve whatever goals you can set for yourself. But knowing where you want to end up is the first and most important step.